My name's Colin Hart, and I'm a healthcare real estate advisor.
And I'm Eric Yetter, an investment banker focused on helping doctors sell their practices and surgery centers to private equity.
Eric and I have worked together on a number of transactions and take a complementary approach to taking care of our clients.
It's a great time for doctors to look into these deals. It's been a very competitive market, both for practices and real estate. And working together, we can really maximize transaction value for both assets. So you just heard Colin and I both talk about the respective multiples for practices versus real estate. And as you can tell, unless it's a really, really large practice, the multiples are almost always higher on the real estate. So one of the ways that Colin and I work together is we try to maximize the rental income to the real estate. And the best way to do that is setting the rent at the high end of the fair market value range.
So while Eric just highlighted that the multiples are bigger on the real estate than the practice, it's almost always the case that your practice transaction is going to be larger than your real estate transaction in terms of total dollar value. And that's simply because you usually have more EBITDA than rent to sell. But we can maximize the total value of those assets by optimizing those streams of income and selling them for the best multiple on each side. Now, when we're talking about creating a higher rent by setting it towards the higher end of fair market value, we still have to be mindful of how real estate investors are going to perceive the rent in the market. And so they're going to look at the geography, they're going to look at the specialization of your building, they're going to look at the size of your group, they're going to look at the durability of your income and ability to support that rental stream. So those are all things to keep in mind. But again, by separating the assets and focusing on which stream of income can create the biggest multiple, you're able to create the greatest total asset value.
And sometimes what we end up doing is sacrificing a little bit of EBITDA on the practice side in order to increase the total rental value. And that ends up being the right thing for our clients. One of the things that we work together to figure out how to maximize total deal value.